Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to this YouTube channel. It's your guy Igor here. Guys, today's video I want to share with you how to become a millionaire. And 9 out of 10 people who became millionaires became through real estate. And now working myself in real estate, it becomes more and more obvious for me every day, dealing with new people, meeting you guys, subscribers from this channel, and helping you purchase and selling your properties as well, guys. I see a lot of things and people with a lot of money, way more money than I ever had, guys, and I see a common thing. How do those guys who have millions of dollars became like that? Well, guys, number one, guys, I won't tell you disclosure about them. They're not business people. They're not from Shark Tank. They're not from the richest people in Canada. No, but they have over $1 million in equity. How did they do that? They were barbers, they were middle management for the same company that you might be working for, but they made so much. Did they put it on their tax-free savings account, or did they put it on Bitcoin, guys? I'm not going to be talking about all that nonsense in this video. I'm just going to tell you how they actually did it, 90% of them, without, just making some kind of insanely risky investment. Here it is, guys. It's simple. You need a place to live. And if you purchase the place in Ontario in the right time, the prices right now for those properties, not too long ago, they purchased a house for $600,000, sold it now closer to $1.5 million without even yet repaying the mortgage, guys. So let's say you paid $600,000 for your property, right? You paid, let's say, out of that entire amount, let's say you paid $400,000 on the mortgage, you still have $200,000 on your loan on that house, but that house is $1.5 million the market value. So if you get an appraiser to go into your property and give you an appraisal, you could pull out, guys, $1.3 million of equity out of that house. You could sell it off. Here's, guys, the insane thing is you don't have to pay much taxes on that real estate. This is crazy. Anything you make in Canada, how much taxes are you paying? Not real estate, not as much. Guys, in Alberta, why people come here from Ontario, from BC, we don't even have a land transfer fee. Like you guys in Ontario, if you're watching this video from there, guys, hello, you have municipal and provincial land transfer fee. When people came to me and they asked me about that land transfer fee, I had to Google it, because at that time I was like, what the hell are they talking about? And then I found out, oh yeah, so in Ontario the government gets 2 times the money from every transaction in real estate. Makes sense why the real estate shouldn't go down. If the real estate prices go down, the government would make less money. Why would they lower down the cost of real estate if they're going to make less money from it? Like, everyone is making money on it, including those people who, well, now they're seeing they're increasing the interest rates. Well, let's see what happens with that. But historically speaking, guys, over a long term, not short term, but a long term, real estate has been always going up, historically speaking, on a long-term investment. So this is how they became millionaires. They were doing their regular jobs, maybe living paycheck to paycheck, not, going one time a year back to India to visit their relatives, or to Ukraine, or wherever you are, Jamaica, going to those places once a year, seeing your relatives there. New immigrants came here. The one thing is about real estate, you don't even need to have much money. You need 5% down payment. So you see a house that's $600,000, let's say, you only need 5% down payment in order to get that, and you get a mortgage, and it's historically lowest things that, in interest rates that you get for a mortgage is less than any credit card, any kind of kind of credit and other things. So the mortgage is the cheapest money you'll probably ever have in your life. And here's, guys, the craziest thing is that the mortgage can be used as a line of credit for you. So, guys, let's say you bought that house for $600,000, right? It already paid off $400,000, so you're left with $200,000 on that house, right, guys? So now $1.5 million, $200 left, $1.3 million of equities in that house, right? So now you could take out equity of that house. You could take a mortgage. You could refinance that house and get another mortgage. You could cash out that amount while still having that house. Yes, there would be another mortgage on your property, but it's still so low compared to any other loans. Now you could use that money from that equity of that house to go and buy a couple of more properties in Alberta, let's say. And that's what people from Ontario have been doing. The people who invested at the right time. No, they're not those people from YouTube who watch those videos saying, oh, renting is always better than owning. Yeah, right, okay. So yeah, if you do some calculations and you don't take into consideration what has been happening with the real estate market over a past decade, yeah, maybe, you know, like, good luck even thinking like that. Seriously, guys. Those people have been paying off the mortgage. Their mortgage is less than the property value is. You know, the only down part in real estate is just, guys, the biggest advice I can give you is don't buy some a bad property. So I would recommend not buying the cheapest of the cheapest ones just to have something. I would recommend buying something that you can see potential future value, appreciation. Don't buy a shithole, guys. Buy a good property. I also have to give you a disclosure. I'm a real estate agent here in Calgary, Alberta with Experioti, guys, myself. That's how I meet those people. I'm licensed. I help a lot of people, and moreover that, guys, I help people buy equity. I help people make right decisions. And also, guys, I learn from those people. I've dealt with some people who have been doing really well in investing in real estate for many years, and every time I meet someone like that, every day I learn something new, someone who previous person never mentioned, another person mentioned, and then slowly you build up all of that knowledge. And now I'm thinking of investing into real estate myself. I have already 2 mortgages. I'm thinking of a 3rd one right now because of this things. People are coming here from Ontario to Calgary, from BC, because they see the similar patterns of what was going on back then, 6-10 years ago there, what was happening there before, and how they became millionaires at first place. They're seeing similar kind of patterns, and it's all about supply and demand. It's all about economics, guys. I don't want to make it complicated, but it's simple, guys. Let's imagine in real estate like being candies in a store. There's 100 people trying to buy candies, but there is only 5 left. Let's say they were $1 each, but now you can ask for 100 because 100 people want to buy it, let's say. So because there's not enough for everyone, so who is going to give me more for this candy? If you want to get it, you have to give more. That's how inflation works in terms of real estate. Not enough supply, a lot of demand. How interest rates work? Well, they make it impossible for those people in the line to buy it, so they decrease the amount of people in the line trying to buy those candies because they don't have any more money to buy it with this interest rate, and the value of those candies goes down. And that's how they want to control real estate. It's just basically making you not being able to afford this double-edged sword that the government is using. And also land transfer fee that people have in Ontario, we don't have it in Alberta. Government, municipal and provincial government makes taxes on every real estate transaction in Ontario. Can you imagine that? In Toronto? That's crazy, guys. Like why would they even want to get the real estate prices down, guys, if they do that? They take a percentage, they would make less money. So it doesn't make sense for the government to fight the inflation for real estate, because that's how they make so much of money. And if it goes down, they'll be making less taxes and they'll have less money for themselves, for the government, for our brilliant Canadian government. I don't want to be talking about the politics right now. But anyways, guys, this is how millionaires became millionaires. A lot of them did it through real estate because of pure necessity of having a place to live. We are humans. We don't live in ants. We don't live in the holes like ants, or we need houses. We need places to live. We don't like being homeless. So that's why people would always need houses, which means as investors will always have tenants, and owners would always buy houses. So it's for you to decide to be a tenant and have no equity and try to save up that $200, $500 a month from your job, or to buy real estate that could be appreciating at a rate. Let's say, guys, houses went up, guys, for $100,000 over a year. Just think on how much money that person who was trying to save by renting lost in terms of equity that another person that purchased the place that actually took a mortgage to buy it. If you do calculations, guys, in Ontario numbers don't always make sense. In Alberta, real estate in Calgary especially makes more sense. And you can generate revenue, especially in multiple family homes, by having multiple rental units out as an investor, or you can buy here as a homeowner and do the same thing in terms of equity game or on a gain on a long-term basis, guys. But don't do it on a short-term, guys. It's not a Bitcoin, it's real estate. You know, you have to buy it. If you're planning to stay in Calgary for less than a year, then I would say don't buy it. But if you want to buy something and you're planning to stay here for at least like 5 years, I say go for it, guys. Real estate is how people became rich. Most of millionaires became rich through real estate. And now I'm talking to those guys. They haven't put back a lot of money from their jobs, but they need the right decisions. And now they're coming and buying multiple properties here. Like I'm talking about those $1.45 million houses. Now they're buying multiple houses in Alberta, settling down here in Calgary. They are buying house, then another house, then a townhouse, or a house and multiple condos, you know, like apartments. So this kind of things, that's what people are doing. And why they're doing it? Because they're saying, look, I did that in the past, now I have enough money to go and buy these things for cash. You know, I can rent them out, it's going to be covering all the fees and generating positive cash flow for the retirement, and also hoping, betting for the future, for the best, where they could do the same thing and multiply their ownership. Let's say you have a house fully paid off for $500,000, if it ever reaches for $1 million, next thing you know, you just made $500,000. But if it was rented out for that entire period of time, you were also generating revenue from that. So that's it. Fundamentals of real estate, guys. If you need any more contacts and more details on and any help here in Alberta, my contacts are in the description of this video, and I'm Vizzy Experioti, a licensed real estate agent here in Calgary, Alberta. See you guys soon. Igor out. Bye for now.